As a request, our team tries to find out about the high graphic game, but it's really affordable to play on any devices, so we decide to give you the smallest game size on mobile. Of course, we have to pick the best one and try to update the game with the newest one. Please enjoy the video of Top 10 Smallest Size Game for Android High Graphic Game with the Lowest Size Game Mobile. Bumble Bone Sci-Fi RPG Quest. This is a new brand hack-and-slash game that comes with an action and puzzle game base. The more level you have reached, the more difficult you should solve the puzzle. It's quite tricky when you don't understand the pattern and you might get stuck there. The game's combat mechanism lets the player fly at a certain moment because it will need some fuel or energy. The flying features is pretty effective on escaping from the surrounding enemy because most of the time the enemy will be approaching us in a massive number. It's about more than 5 enemies that will come to us at the same time. The attack button and also how the special skill will be available once you unlock it on a certain stage. Try to destroy the red gem object to get a chance to revive when you die. The main goal is clearing the objective like killing the monster, solving the puzzle, and even reaching a certain destination. This is the best offline game small size ARPG for Android and iOS. Project City. This game will have a huge potential in the future once the game releases globally. I really love the design of the characters with a cartoon art style, and the chibi look of the character will easily attract the player to play. This is a multiplayer game base where we can make a team up with our friends through inviting or play it with random allies. There are some modes we can select that will fit with your playstyle, which are Team Deathmatch, Battle Royale, and Solo Player. It's kind of a shooter game where we should make a good teamwork to eliminate the enemy's team. Try to destroy the object to gain a different strength like a defense or speed. Every time we hit the enemy, then the gauge meter will fill up to unleash the ultimate skill. I realize how small the area is, which make the player explore it easily. Of course, it will affect clearing the game much faster. Project City is the best multiplayer game online small size for mobile. Gangs Fighter Vice Island. This is the most beautiful GTA games like on mobile in offline mode. The gameplay is absolutely giving the player a freedom to obtain a gun around us, even if we can loot it from the other gangster or police. If you love a hardcore and challenging game, then you should stay about more than 1 minute after you make a chaos, because the number of the police who are coming at us is pretty crazy. We'll get some hits by the car from a different direction in the sudden, and I don't even know where the police come from. Even though the game has a very small size of about 132 MB, but the attention to detail is surprising to me. When we try to disturb the NPC or go to a random shooting, then the NPC will be frightened and running away. It will create a satisfying feeling if you're bad enough to disturb the NPC. There is a side mission spot that we can visit and join the minigame. Surely, if you can win, then you will get a plenty of rewards. This is no pay-to-win game open world that everyone should have on their phone, especially if it's playable offline. Robot Astro. This game gets an inspiration from the most popular game on PS5, which is Astro Bot or Astro Playroom. I'm sure many of you know this game and wish it was released on Android. Luckily, an indie games developer tries to make it come true by making an Astro Bot mobile-like, but I feel like it's not optimized perfectly. It needs a lot of work to be done to make it look perfect from the gameplay, and also the graphics should have an adjustment. The gameplay is not finished yet. I tried to explore the whole area to find the next part, but it seems the developer did not finish the first stage. In the game, we need to collect a star, key, and also a coin that will count. Kill the enemy that comes to you by your basic attack, or use the jet laser by holding down the jump button. It's an open world game adventure based because it doesn't have any storyline at all, so we are free to explore the world as we like. Soul Huntress Roguelike. This game is one of the best new action RPG with a 100 MB size. Such a small size for a hack-and-slash game. I'm sure everyone can play it and run the game amazingly on their phone, no matter what devices you have. The main gameplay is a roguelike base where we don't have to worry about the story because it's quite a competitive game where we should keep surviving along the journey. We only have one time remaining life to continue the game, so that means we should play carefully and also play more safely by anticipating every single attack by the incoming enemy. Once we have cleared the dungeon, then we will have a chance to switch the equipment to strengthen your hero's power or durability. I highly recommend you to step forward slowly and not in rush. With this strategy, you can face the monster little by little rather than get surrounded by a bunch of monsters, because the dodge movement will need an energy. Future Racer. I don't know exactly what kind of games genre is this game, because I realize if the developer are combining so many games genre like action games, hack and slash, open world, racing, and GTA games like. Certainly it's quite unique to have a sandbox game making the player more have a freedom to enjoy the whole game. It has a mission base but less storyline, but I know what the developer are aiming for is about an action. We can explore the city and accept different missions to get a reward. The enemy is a robotic form that I think we are in a futuristic world. In my opinion, it needs more optimization from the navigation control, especially when we control the vehicle or when we try to hit the enemy, so the aim assist will be great to help us to lock the target accurately. Right now, the game only downloaded by 1000 players. This number is way too small if I see from the potential it has. Even you can play the game freely offline and don't push the player to watch the ads. Creatus. I would suggest you to download this game. It's a great game with a semi-open world concept. The main goal is we need to eliminate the entire enemies around the area and collect the artifact to be able to move into the next stage. The main gameplay absolutely impressed me. Seriously, it's a really good game to play. There are so many actions we can do and we should learn. Like we can do an assassination move by coming closer to the enemy slowly from behind, and also do an instant kill. Defend the attack by using your shield to block the incoming attack, and of course hit the enemy with your laser stick. There are two actions we can do to avoid the attack: rolling and also jumping. By all of those actions, making the player have more options to win and kill the enemy with your own strategy. If you get lost and confused about where the enemy's location is, then you can try to tap the screening icon to see the actual position of the enemy. So we can do an assassination from the unnoticed spot and move into the next area much faster. Creatus is in development now. Hopefully the developer will adjust the control and add more storyline. Battle Guides Royale. This game is the mini version of a Battle Royale game. No wonder the game size is only 115 MB, but it's good enough to play. I don't know if we can invite our friends to join our team because the matchmaking will do it randomly and we are playing as a single player and not in a team. So the main goal is we need to become the last man standing by eliminating all of the player or use your own tactic to do a hide and seek. There are so many boxes around us, each of the boxes will have a different gun. But also there is another way to pick a different gun by looting the enemy's gun. We need to learn and know about the fire speed and how strong the power of each gun is to implement into the gameplay easier. Use your special unit skill to win the game that we can earn after we kill a certain number of the enemy. The special skill will play really crucially to determine our victory. Always stay in the safe zone to maintain your hold point. Best modes as Game Android. Celestial Age. Finally, this game got an update and I'm so impressed with the progress. Right now we can adjust the game's graphic from lower to higher. Once I set the highest, then I will definitely play it when the game is ready to play. This is a new hack and slash game where we can play it offline with a very small size game about 370 MB, but the visualization is the next level. The combat mechanism is absolutely amazing. The action is quite fast and dynamic, with the fast pace level would be the best word to describe the game. Once you fight against the boss, then you will get so much pressure, because his size is way bigger than ours. That makes his area of effect range so wide. We need a lot of attention to anticipate his movement. This is a dungeon base where the storyline is not really important, as long as we can kill the entire enemy. The developer is pretty active in updating every single progress through his official YouTube channel, so you can check it out for the newest information. Best RPG hack and slash game mobile. Airstrike War in the Skies. You only need 186 MB to download the whole game, and it's playable offline. It's about an airstrike force ship that we need to destroy the enemy from a further distance by shooting with our missile gun. Each of the weapons will have a limited amount of ammo, so be more wise in unleashing your attack. I love how I can easily navigate the ship and make a turn or go anywhere we want. There are two of the partners who will fight side by side with us, even if we don't have to shot the target, but our partner will attack and lock the target automatically. After we clear the stage, try to upgrade your airship to increase the power and increase the defense. Unfortunately, we don't have any option to play the other modes. I really hope the developer will add more features or modes so the player will not get bored faster. Anyway, the game is not available on the Play Store anymore, but you can get it freely on Google's. Bonus Rune Soul ARPG. This is a new anime RPG game with an affordable size. It's about 286 MB only and playable online. Actually, this is kind of an action MMORPG where we can meet and greet the other players in a real time, only when we arrive at the plaza. But we should get into the dungeon to hunt the monster and clear the stage. In combat, we can place more than one ally as a support partner. We can switch between the character, and also you can play it casually by tapping the auto buttons. Unfortunately, when we play in auto mode, you don't have any chance to avoid the attack of the hazardous area by the boss. These all are the best game with a very small size. I wish you all will enjoy this content content and support us through clicking the like button. See you on the next video. Thanks.